So you're getting ready to replace your toilet. It might be leaking, it might be just outdated and doesn't flush so well. So I'm gonna show you the easiest way to replace your toilet, and what's gonna make it super easy, I'm gonna show you how to make sure you don't spill any water at all. Let's get started. The only tools you'll need for this job is a pair of pliers, a utility knife, a flathead screwdriver, and a shop vac. First things first, let's turn off our water supply. Got a little knob here, boom, water's off. Next, we're gonna flush the existing water that's in our reservoir right now. Because the water supply is off, this reservoir is no longer filling up, but we have water in here and we have a little water in there. Using your wet, dry shop vac, suck out all the water that's inside the reservoir for your toilet. With the water going out of the reservoir, suck out the water that's inside the bowl. With the water empty from the reservoir and inside the bowl, we are now safe to unhook our water supply line. Now there'll still be a little bit of water in this braided water supply line. Not to worry, just have a little rag next to you and you'll be perfectly fine to continue on. Next, using a utility knife, cut the bead of silicone that's currently creating a watertight seal on the base of your toilet. Next, we're gonna use our flathead screwdriver and pop off these little covers that are covering the nuts. Then we're gonna use our pliers and start unscrewing the two nuts that are on both sides of the bowl. Now, depending on the type of toilet you buy, sometimes they do include the new hardware inside of it, but just to be safe, put these to the side in case they don't come with it. Now with the securing nuts removed, the caulk line cut, the water shut off, and the water suctioned out, simply just lift the toilet up. With the toilet removed, using a scraper tool or a putty knife if you have one, remove the excess silicone or caulking that's on your floors and the wax ring. The wax ring is a one-time use per installation only, so don't try to save it for your next installation. We'll need a brand new one. The hardware is in excellent condition, so I'm simply just gonna clean them off. With our area clean and tidy, we're ready to install the next toilet. Guys, I need to explain to you why I have so much energy all the time. Well, it's thanks to Cometeer. Cometeer delivers coffee directly to your door. It's flash frozen to lock in the freshness. It's a completely new format of coffee, and most importantly, it's delicious. I'm always running back and forth between projects, so I don't have time to slow down and make myself a hot cup of coffee. Here's how quickly I do it. I fill up my cup with ice, I fill it up with 6 to 8 ounces of water, and then I pour my Cometeer coffee right over it. Oh my gosh, that's delicious. Oh, we're ready to work. This might be the best tasting iced coffee I've ever had. I'm not kidding you. What I love about Cometeer is how incredibly fast, easy, convenient, and stress-free it is. It's incredibly versatile. We can do the same exact process over a hot cup of coffee. Just pour hot water over. There's absolutely no need to stop by a coffee shop to have incredible tasting coffee when you're on the go. So here's what we're gonna do for the viewers of my channel. They have a limited offer. You'll get $20 off for your next 2 orders. That's $40 total when you go to Cometeer.com. Use my promo code, build it at checkout. Go enjoy yourself some delicious coffee. Now, let's go back installing this toilet. We're getting ready to reinstall the new toilet. Now, I don't have to buy a brand new toilet. This is perfectly fine. As you can see, we just did the tiles in this floor and it looks great. Now let's install it. You will need to go buy yourself the new wax ring, or what I recommend more than that is get yourself a rubber gasket seal like that. It has far better compression and stuff like this you can actually reuse. If later on you need to remove, you could do it and there's no mess. And the difference is like an extra $2 or $3. No brainer. Installation, super easy. It kind of depends the floors that you have for the flange. So this is a recessed flange, meaning it sits below the floors. Sometimes the flange sits on top of your floors. It just kind of depends what you got. If your flange is recessed like this, you use both of these gaskets. If it's above, then you only use the rubberized one. As you can see, this kit came with new nuts and bolts. Slide it into these little slides, go right into place. Use our little plastic stoppers to make sure they don't wiggle out. Throw the first gasket on top, foam side up, put the second gasket in place, make sure it's nice and snug. Let's get our toilet. Position the toilet so the bowls come through. Let it sit. Press down. Now before you put your washers on, I kept my little caps. You need the bottom part because that's the part that locks in place. If you don't have it or lost it, you probably have brand new set in with your toilet. Put that on first.
then your washer, put your nut on, do the other side. Now you want to hand tighten the nuts first, and then after that, do a few turns with your wrench. The big thing to consider here is you can over tighten them, and that will result in this ceramic part cracking. How do I know that? Ask me, how do I know it? Because it happened to me. I had to buy a new toilet, perfectly fine toilet, but I broke the bottom part. You'll know that they're in a good place of being tight is when the toilet doesn't rock anymore when you move it side to side. Now, if you bought a brand new toilet, good chances you have very long bolts that come with it, and they're meant to be cut down. So once they're all screwed on, you can take a Dremel and cut it off from the side so that these caps can be attached right over it. All that's left is connect our water line. This is a compression fitting, so you don't have to use any Teflon tape. And then finishing touch, get yourself some caulking and caulk the perimeter around so the water doesn't get underneath it. Push down all the caulk right into that crevice so you get a nice good seal. And lastly, we're going to turn on our water. Give it about an hour for the caulking to dry, let the water fill up in the next couple of minutes, and just like that, you successfully changed out your toilet without any spills, and you didn't have to call a plumber or an expert. Hey, if you like videos like this or any other kind of home improvement project, check out this video right here. I think you might like it. Oh, and also don't forget to subscribe. See ya.